Colby, you're coming off of an impressive win. How excited are you right now?
I wouldn't say excited. I'm just happy to be back. It's been almost a year, so it's just good to get that feeling of competition again.
And this was a short notice opponent for you. Was it any difference in your game plan to go from a shorter striker to a tall, lanky grappler like Jonathan Munier?
Yeah, definitely. With Alex Garcia, I was just going to stand and train. I wasn't going to do any wrestling. But with a dangerous guy like Jonathan Munier, he's got long range. He's a good kicker, good kneer. He has good elbows. So, I had to take my time, be patient, and look for the finish at the end.
How tough was it finding footage on Munier? Because I think for a lot of people, even the media, it was quite difficult because he fought primarily in Quebec.
Yeah, I couldn't find any footage. I had Mike Brown looking at stuff, and he found some amateur kickboxing matches and whatnot. So we were kind of in the dark with what he was going to bring to the table in the fight. We knew he was a tall, long striker, so we just prepared the best that we could, and we knew that in this sport you're going to fight all shapes and sizes, and you just got to be prepared for all of them.
And at what point in the fight did you think you were going to get the finish? As soon as that sort of unfolded.
I knew at the end of the second round I was getting the finish in the third round. I just knew it. I knew he was broke. I knew he was putting his head down. I saw the way he walked to the corner, so I knew in the third round I was going to come guns blazing, either with big punches upstairs or get him down, pass guard, get him out, and finish him. So, I just knew I had to stay hard on him.
Now, you're 10-1. This is a third win in the UFC. And it seems like
fourth win in
the UFC. I'm sorry. And you're really looking to move up the ladder. You're looking to fight Dong Kim, Stun Gun next. Is there any particular reason you want Stun Gun, or?
No, he's just, he's a grappler. I think I match up well with any grappler. I'm looking forward to showcasing my striking. In the gym at American Top Team, I trained extensively with Robbie Lawler. He's shown me a lot of tricks, and you guys haven't seen a fraction of what my potential is. I'm only getting better, so once my hands come along with my wrestling, I'm going to be unstoppable.
Stun Gun is known for his spinning back elbow knockout victories. Was that spinning back fist kind of a little bit of a challenge, saying like, hey, I can do what you can do?
That's exactly what it was. Anything he can do, I can do it better.
Absolutely.
What did you see from Munier that made you think that the spinning back fist / forearm was going to be there? Because you went for it immediately and basically walked him right into it with your footwork.
Yeah, I just saw that he was switching stances, and he was switching stances, and when he was switching to southpaw, he was kind of circling away. So I knew that I would fake one way and come, and he was circling right into it. So I knew I saw in the first and second round that it was there, and then my coach Paulino Hernandez called for it. He said, "Hey, hit him with the spinning back fist." He's circling right into it when he comes out of a southpaw position. So I knew it was going to land perfectly.
Speaking of your coaching as well, Mike Brown told you explicitly after the second round, you're up 2 rounds, let's finish impressively. Normally a coach tells a guy he's up 2 rounds, especially a wrestler like yourself, someone's just going to try to grind it out. Talk about kind of like the synergy with you and Mike Brown and like what you thought when he kind of maybe confirmed what you thought in your own head that this guy was ready to go.
Yeah, we came into this fight and we knew we wanted to get a finish. And after those first 2 rounds, we knew we broke him down. That's what we wanted to do. Maybe it wasn't the most exciting for the first 2 rounds, but we knew we were going to come and bang in the third round. I was ready to throw big punches. I knew he was tired, and I was coming in for the finish, and that's what we did.
So this is your second rear naked choke in the third round. Is that kind of your game plan of, hey, I can go deeper than most guys, I've got that wrestling background, I'm prepared to go 15 minutes?
Yeah, definitely. I know I have some of the best cardio in the world through my college wrestling days to in the gym. I'm out working everybody. I'm always breaking guys in the gym with my pressure. So I knew after those first 2 rounds, the pressure I put on him, I knew the third round he was broke mentally, and I just had to go in there and get my finish.
What would be the ideal time frame to, if you could get that Kim fight to get back in there? Would it be maybe on that card where Robbie's headlining down there in Atlanta? Or I know it's been a long break for you, so I imagine you want to get back in there again pretty soon.
Back in there as soon as possible. I'm looking to I'm healthy. That's the main thing. Last fight I went into with a fractured rib and 3 torn cartilage, so I want to show how much of a fluke my last fight was. Willie Alves is not that good of a fighter, and I'm going to show that in the future that I'm a 10 times better fighter than him.